Come warm yourself round the fire that is Baseball Scotland, and welcome to the classic Edinburgh Derby, the first of the season here at the Bobby Thompson Memorial Field, Warriston Playing Fields in Edinburgh. You kind of probably got that bit out because it's a derby. Yes, welcome to the undefeated Edinburgh Diamond Devils and the undefeated Edinburgh Cannons in Game 2 of the season. So both teams coming off wins last weekend, with the Edinburgh Diamond Devils visiting one of our new Edinburgh clubs, the Edinburgh Rays, and the Cannons themselves headed over through to Glasgow. So this early in the league, this is top of the table clash. Whoever wins out of this one will at the very least share the top of the table, depending on how the results go elsewhere. And we're just going through the first bits of paperwork, and I will introduce you now to the lineups and the defensive that we're going to have for the top of the innings. The Edinburgh Diamond Devils are going to be classed as the visiting team here, and they'll be occupying their favoured position down the third base line. Edinburgh Cannons designated as the home team, and they'll be down the first base. Let's check through the paperwork as we just double check with our teams as we are going through. Umpiring crew for today: Paul Convoy is going to be taking on duties of plate umpire, and Jorge Crespo is going to be out in the field watching over the bases. Weather itself, well, unlike last week where we managed to get every single bit of weather, for the last hour we've had nothing but blue sky directly above the field and the sun beating down. Thumb up from the two captains of the lineup. So I shall lean over to Reuben in the truck. Sterling Judy, have we got the graphics up? We have got the graphics up. So batting lineup for the Edinburgh Diamond Devils, leading off Cameron Spencer. Shortstop Evan Olnier at third base, and Jamie Gray at second base. Middle of the order is going to be Buddy Szczesniak. He normally plays first base. Daniel Olner, the pitcher, and Nick Willoughby in left field. And closing out, Miles Peterson is going to be batting seventh as the centre fielder. Devin Greenshields batting eighth as the right fielder. And Simon Huan, catcher, will be closing out the 9. Defensive lineup for the Edinburgh Cannons. Your left, centre, right, across the top, Jose Gonzalez, Adixios Barrios, and Guillaume Pion. Your left, centre, right. Shortstop will be Miguel Del Rosario. Your Ted Rogers 3-2-1 is going to be Jack Vickerman, Alex Pujols, and Steve Silverberg. Silverberg at first, Pujols at second, Vickerman at third. Catcher is going to be Rory Dunn, and on the bump following last weekend's victory, it's going to be pitcher Garrett Stell with a 1-0 record. As always, you're more than welcome to pop down here or to the field here at Warriston Park. You also have Tollcross Park through in Glasgow, and the field's on the very edges of the Tay up there in Tayport at the Tom Waddle Memorial Field as well. You can punch all of those into your Google Maps. You'll also find details on the clubs, the locations, and how to get involved at baseballscotland.co.uk. We also have our youth teams going as well. You have the Glasgow All-Stars and the Edinburgh Giants. So if we just look out there to our second diamond here at the playing fields here in Edinburgh, we've got the Giants playing through themselves. You can get involved there. Again, head over to the website. You'll also find us on Facebook, facebook.com/Baseball Scotland, where all the teams have their own individual Facebook pages as well. And of course, you're watching us here on YouTube, youtube.com/Baseball Scotland. Lots of numbers after it. We still haven't quite worked out what the Silicon Valley gods are doing with that one. So just search YouTube Baseball Scotland, or you're watching this, you're on the page, which means you now have to do the standard socials. You now need to link, you need to like, you need to love, you need to share, you need to subscribe, you leave a comment. All of those help us build up the channel. They allow the Silicon Valley gods just to do a little bit more. Give us a little bit of a lift up as well. If you're watching outside of Scotland or across the rest of the United Kingdom, then you've got the Team Finder down at Baseball Softball UK. They'll give you details on finding your local baseball club so you can get involved with the game. Of course, coming off the Sterling Team GB week at the World Baseball Classic, finishing third in the table means that we've automatically qualified, so there'll be international baseball there. Team GB is also going to be being baseball at the World Cup, so you're going to go from grassroots levels right here that you're watching all the way up to Team GB heading over to Dodgers Field, because I can't remember the name of the sponsor of the field either, and even if I did, it's still called Dodgers Field, for the Los Angeles 2028 Olympics. We're about to get underway here, and somewhere out there somebody's saying no hesitation, no deviation, no repetition. Regulation 7 going on through here. No time limit to the games here at Baseball Scotland's AAA level. We do have a pitch count this year, which is either 100 pitches if we're keeping detailed records, or 4 innings if the pitch counter is losing track. So it's going to be the Edinburgh Diamond Devils as the designated visitors who are going to be first into bat. Cannons into the outfield for the defense. Cameron Spencer, Evan Allner and Jamie Gray are going to be your 1, 2, 3 for the Devils. Ewan Spence behind the microphone on this delightfully sunny day. The factor 50 has been applied. That will probably stop me from frying for at least 10 minutes in this delightfully fair Scottish skin in the delightfully fair weather here at the playing fields. Teams themselves sit there for last week. Edinburgh Diamond Devils visited the Edinburgh Rays. So that's one of the new Edinburgh clubs coming up from the Northeast Baseball League to join us here in the Scottish Leagues. And the other Edinburgh team is the Edinburgh Angels, who lifted themselves up from Single A up to AAA in the off-season. So while we are calling this the classic vintage derby, we are going to have a lot more derby matches throughout the year. Obviously, one of those ones to be watch out for is going to be the Angels Rays, which is going to be the new Coke to the classic Coke of the teams that we have here, or whether that's the modern Iron Brew towards the Iron Brew 1901 recipe. See, look, local cultural references. We get them all in here as well. Game start, scheduled for 2 p.m. Those of you who are wondering why I'm still going, it's because it's 7 minutes past 2. But we are just getting a handful of warm-up pitches going through. Garrett Stell will be on the bump as the opening pitcher for the Cannons. Catching will be Rory Dunn. Cannons last week with a solid win, 6-2 against Glasgow. Very much a match that has given them a lot of experience to check where the grit is. Devils last week was a dominant win, 20 runs to 1 over the Edinburgh Rays. So they've got the power and they've been posting up the numbers. So there's an interesting contrast as both of these teams come in. One of them very much tried and tested, but still trying to find those big innings that the Cannons are known for. One of them, the Devils, coming in that have had those big innings, that have got the happy momentum that's going through. But this will be the game where they'll actually be able to measure themselves up, not just for 2026, but against the historical opponent as well. Paul Convoy, our home plate umpire, has signalled that that's the last warm-up pitch come through for Garrett Stell. As he brings himself up, Jorge Crespo is our outfield umpire. At first base, and we're getting ready to go underway here. Cameron Spencer, shortstop, is going to be lead off for the Devils.
Hey, you got this, Cammy. You're a legend, bro. Get us started. Get us started.
Play ball is given, and we're underway with Swing and a miss on strike one. 9 minutes past 2 is going to be your official start time for those of you keeping track at home. Not one. Stahl finding the bottom of the zone there. Sinker just drops straight in on that one to go not in two. Check out in the outfield as that one goes wide and high.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Spencer certainly getting the respect with the outfield paying out a little bit there, but it's a swing and a drop third, so that's going to go up to first base, and it's going to be an in-time throw from catcher Rory Dunn over to captain Steve Silverberg. So it is a K on the board for Garrett Stahl, and it's going to be out on the 2-3 as we welcome in Evan Allner. Also batting right-handed. A lot of talk this week in the team channels about dropped third strikes. Is that's going to be, yep, did swing. Not on one. So we open up the game with a dropped third strike, which will join in that. But first base was open, and it was a 2-3 throw up. So first K for Stahl on the board. And swing and a miss. He threatens to carry on. Comes down, swing and a miss, off the edge of the bat. It's going to be strike 3, and the second out. Jamie Gray comes in. It's a 2 up, 2 down so far for Stahl. And that's swung on and missed for strike 1. Going to come in low, slightly inside. 1 and 2. Jamie Gray stepping in here, and 2 for 3 from last week. It's going to go for a ball to the outside. Still not taking the opportunity for a huge high leg kick there. Playing around with the speed of the pitch. Count is equal high. And that's a grounder straight back. Stahl picks that up and it goes over. It's a gentle underarm toss from pitcher to first baseman Steve Silverberg for the third out. And with that, side retired in order. No runs, no hits, none left on base. And no errors charged to the Cannons. Stay with us as we go out right through the middle of the first to go through the line-up and defensive for the other way around. Edinburgh Cannons. We're going to have a look at the line-up for the Cannons now. You got a little sneaky hint there of what's to come up for the Devils, but hey, you know, I got a script here, so let's follow it. Jack Fickerman is going to be your third baseman for the Cannons, opening up the banning Rory Dunn catcher in second, and Dixios Barrios, left fielder, will be banning third. Middle of the order is going to be Miguel Del Rosario, shortstop at 4, Hax Pujol, the second baseman, at 5, and Steve Silverberg, first baseman, at 6. Garrett Stahl, pitcher, will be at 7. Baseball Scotland rules allow you to play with either 9 or 10, depending on how you use your designated hitter and your pitchers. So the Cannons have decided that they are going to have all 10 in the lineup. So your closing 3, batting 8th will be Jose Gonzalez. The left fielder batting 9th. In the D8 slot will be Philip Makarowski. And closing out right fielder Guillaume Pion will be batting 10th. Defensive lineup for the Edinburgh Diamond Devils. Left, centre, right across the top is going to be Nick Willoughby on left, Miles Peterson in centre, and Devin Greenshields out there on right. Your shortstop is Cameron Spencer. Your Ted Rogers 3-2-1 is Evan Olnier, Jamie Gray, and Buddy Schnezniak. Schnezniak, who may well just be called Buddy for the rest of the game. And first, Gray at second, and Olner at third. Catching is going to be Sammy Tuan, and your opening pitcher is going to be Daniel Olner. Last week, I do have the winning pitchers kicked down somewhere here. Last week's winning pitcher for Devils was Nick Willoughby. So Olner is going to be opening up this one here. What we're looking for here from the Cannons will be if the discipline and focus that took them through last week is going to carry on this week. It's going to be Vickerman, Dunn and Barrios to lead off the bottom of the first. No runs on the board as yet. We play a regulation 7 here in Edinburgh. And it's a strike one low and not swung on there underway. So not and one. And something dropped, but it wasn't the third strike. As always, everybody just gets their breath back, lets everything settle back into position. And we're on note 1. Comes in hard into the glove of Tuan. Bounces out again, but it's early in the game. No runners on. It's another ball going just to the outside low corner. And fouled off into the backstop. Reuben, I think that's the first one this year. No, it's not. We had one coming to the commentary booth last week as well in the high pop-up. So that's 2 for the year so far, trying to kill the commentary team. Reuben back in the truck, who's doing all the production and tech, has pointed out there is a new backstop this year. And striking that bottom corner there is going to be strike 3. Vickerman, you can pitch up. Switch there. And that's going to be the first strikeout on the board for Cannons and Vickerman. Rory Dunn steps in now for the Cannons. And that's an outside again. Olner just getting his eye in to see where our home plate umpire. No ABS here in Scottish baseball. We'll do it the old-fashioned way. That's a hefty swing, but no contact made. Certainly not with the bat. Catcher Sammy Tuan's leather though. Solid, loud contact in there. 2 and 1. And that's ball 3. Olner again looking for that outside low corner. Looking to tempt for the swing. Strike 2. And with that, we're knocking on the door with a 3-2 count. Something's going to happen. Foul out or action. Take your pitch. One out so far here in the bottom of the first. No runs on the board. Payoff goes into a walk. So first base runner, it's Rory Dunn. Odysseus Barrios now. And we will just keep an eye out on Dunn and watch for the steal up to second. The old Scottish two-step. Hefty swing, and that goes just above the pitch. Strike one. And that's a solid grounder, goes back, picked up. And there's the four, and there's over the shortstop, and it's down for the double play, and that's in time. Side retired on a 4-6-3. Jamie Gray getting that fast grounder. Cameron Spencer running in from short, get his foot on the bag. And then Buddy Sesniak waiting at first to see what was going to come in. Was it going to be Barrios or was it going to be the ball? Well, it was the ball, and with that, 4-6-3 double play, side retired. So we played one innings, and it's both sides retired in order through pitching and groundwork. Ewan Spence here, Reuben in the truck, and we'll be back at the top of the second with you momentarily. Into the second inning here at Edinburgh. No runs on the board as yet, and it's no runs, no hits, no left in base, no errors for both teams so far. Diamond Devils, Buddy Schnezniak, Daniel Oliner, give us our first pitcher, and Nick Willoughby for your 1, 2, 3 in the inning here. And we're back underway. Stell remains on the bump. Dunn remains catching. Swing and a miss. As that fastball just slides under the bat. Not on one. Stell deciding to show as much speed as possible to open up there. And that goes just high. Very done. Looking to get himself in as a Scotland penalty goalkeeper there, pushing that off and into the backstop net. Count is equal low. And still in the bottom outside corner, 1 and 2.
Ball, 2 strikes.
Outfield is playing deep. And we're going to go equal high. 2 and 2 on the count.
Hey, here we go, bud. Here we go.
Sesniak coming into this game on a 750 after last weekend's game against the Rays. And it's a golf swing. Going to call drop third strike. Sesniak heads up, throws down from the catcher, and that's going to be called out at first. Sesniak claimed his lane and stayed with that all the way up. Ball having to go just past that. But it's a run out there, and it is the third K for Stell. And it's the second drop, third strike. One of those opening up each innings as we bring in Daniel Olner for our first pitcher. Olner batting left-handed with the golf swing coming through there. Quiet hush. That's foul off there. Bounces around the feet.
Yeah, no, I didn't see it.
Olner squares the feet back up into the box. Looking for his first hit of the season. And that's going going to be fouled off, and it's going to be our first visit to our good friend, the foul tree. A few branches hanging off into the field of play, but not onto the foul line. You hit the tree, you're either a foul or out of play. So we stay at 0-2 and do that one again. Fastball fire. Now delivered in the change up and the speed there for low inside, and in the fourth. 2 away so far. Top of the second, no runs yet to score. Game is deadlocked, pitching battle with impeccable ground support from the defense so far. Long and looping into the zone there. So Nick Willoughby falls behind in the count, 0-1. And that's going to be a bounce well in front of the plate. Count goes equal low. And that's going to go foul. That's grounder down the third base line. Wind is blowing in from left center field into home plate. Occasional gusts coming through. And if I just look up in the sky from the direction the wind is coming, there is nothing there. There's no such thing as a commentator's jinx. As that grounder goes past third base, goes into shallow left field, that's going to be a base hit. First base runner, Nick Willoughby, takes him up there on a fast grounder. Just drifts between the gap between Del Rosario at short and Vickerman at third. And it's a base runner, and our first hit of the game. I think also that may well be Willoughby's check back in the records. There's one hit for the season now. Miles Peterson steps in, strike one. Peterson already familiar with the field today, having been on umpiring duties with the single A matchup that we had before. Keeps the bat on the shoulder. That game's been recorded as well, so we should have that up as a pre-recorded game on our YouTube channel later on this week. So do take the time, check that out. Keeps the bat on the shoulder, but this time it's the strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Runner still at first, no runs on the board as yet. 2 away for the Devils. That's fouled off. That's going towards the small dog. And the small dog has realised somebody's just rolled a ball in front of him. And his instincts are strong. Let's call that dog out in deep right field, Aaron. Oh no, hold on, his instincts were strong, weren't they? Still at 1 and 2. Comes in low, bouncing the ground, so it's going to take the opportunity to run up there. Wild pitch goes up to third, second base, and that's going to be safe. So pitch came down, and it's a hit by pitch there as well, so runner advances at own risk. Risk has paid off. Miles reaching there on what sounds to be a hit by pitch. We'll wait for the official score to come through on that, but the important thing is that the Devils have runners at first and second. So first runner in scoring position in the game is Devon Greenshields, comes to bat. And an off speed just drops out of the zone there. So 2 away for the Devils. Check swing, but in the zone. Counts equal low, 1-1. Runners at first and second. Top of the second, no runners on as yet. No runs scored as yet. Runners are on. And just a little check throw over to first base from Stell. Keeps Peterson honest. And it's a little grinder, goes towards third base. It's a bob in the glove. It's going to go across. It's going to go to first. It's going to be thrown in time for the third outside, retired. 2 left on base for the Devils, coming off our first hit of the games, but no runs there. No errors charged to the Cannons. So, top of the second started out productive. And got the hit coming in as well, but Cannons defense digging in there. Staying focused, and the score remains tied in the middle of the second. Bottom of the second, tied game here is the Edinburgh Devils. Throw towards the Edinburgh Cannons. Daniel Allner still on the bump. Sammy Tuan still catching. Miguel Del Rosario is first. Alex Pujols is on deck, and Steve Silverberg is on the hole in the hole for the Cannons as your 1-2-3 for the inning. And swinging contact there. Called the strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Cannons did pick up a base runner in the first, but a clinical double play ended the inning. That's long and looping. Wide of the zone. Counters equal high. Comes to the inside, finds the zone. Second strikeout for Wickerman in the column. Second baseman Alex Pujols now comes in. 1 for 4 at the game with Glasgow last week. Watches that one bounce in the dirt. And while the honestly there's no weather coming, clouds start to appear in the background. I didn't make that happen. I know it sounds like I made that happen, but that didn't happen. We get a little bit of the gust of the wind coming as well. Reuben, do not put your hands out trying to feel for rain. Another one into the glove there, Sammy Tuan to take the next ball. And it's going to go wide outside. Ball 3. Pujols has a few strikes here to play with. Shows the bunt, pulls it back though. 3-1. Comes down again. Strike 2.
Okay, 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Knock on the door, that's called something's going to happen. Foul out or action on the payoff pitch. Place your bets, place your bets. And it's going to go foul down the first base line. So everybody get your stake returned and let's do it again. 3-2, full count. That's fouled off that one late. And that's going to be lofted. It's going towards foul territory. It's going to fall out of play, out of bounds. So, full count number 3. Our little Aaron Judge dog has laughed. No, he's just called Aaron. He definitely wasn't alluding to anybody out there in the right field. No, 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 no. Payoff. Fouls into the car park. Up and over. That's going towards a Ford. Is that a Ford badge, Reuben? That's a Ford badge, yeah. Full count number 4. He's down. Ball 4. And Cannons get their second at-bat in the second inning as a walk, just as they did their second at-bat in the first inning as a walk. It's also worth noting here that we are running pitch count limits in the league this year, so 4 full counts of a 100 pitch limit for Daniel Olliner will prevent him going deep. If you contrast that to last week, you had Garrett Stell going 5 innings before that pitch count comes in as well. Yeah, and that's going to be our passed ball. It goes into the fencing. Sammy Twan gets that one, but Pujol scurries himself up into scoring position. Left-hander Steve Silverberg is at bat here, team captain. It's that one, lofted line drive, it's going for the gap, it goes underneath the arm of Nick Willoughby out there in left field, and it's going to be passing the bat. Pujol pumps in from third, heads towards home, foot in the bag, 1 run scores. Silverberg with a double RBI as line drive lost up and over. Nick Willoughby running to get that one and bounces just by his ankles and underneath him there as the wind picks up a little, maybe takes a bit of pace out the ball. But the result is what the Cannons wanted, and that is the first run scored in the game. Silverberg with the RBI double. And now we get picture the other way. Stell with the bat in his hand, batting right-handed, facing Daniel Olliner. First pitch the opposite way around. When Olliner was receiving was a strikeout. So there's a bit of pride going to be played for here as well. Solid contact made. It's going out in the left field, but it's high. There's time for Willoughby to get underneath that, and it's in the leather. It's going to be 2 away. Willoughby, though, gets that relayed in, and that's going to hold Steve Silverberg at the second bag. Wait to see what the official scorer puts that down is, but over here we're going to call that a fly ball. Jose Gonzalez now coming in from the left-hand side of the box, batting right-handed. Knowing now he's got confidence out there on the high fly balls to induce, and the ground game for the Devils as well, but down by 1 run. Bottom of the second, Devils with a 1-run lead, 2 away. And finds the bottom of the zone for next strike. 1 runner on in scoring position. 1-2 count. First base is open. And a hefty hard swing and a miss there. It's going to be strike 3 and side retired. But there's going to be one run in there, coming off one hit. Again, we'll have to wait for the official line in there, but I don't think Willoughby there counts as an error given the drop of the ball and the speed of coming in for that one. But we'll wait to see what officially comes out on that one and let you know when we go to the top of the third. One-run game. Cannons in the lead. Looking to catch up. There's going to be Twan, Spencer and Oliner when we come back for the third here at Bobby Thompson Field. Baseball Scotland's Edinburgh Diamond Devils plays the Edinburgh Cannons. Top of the third, it's a one-run game. The nominated home of the Edinburgh Cannons up by one run against our nominated visitors, the Edinburgh Diamond Devils. Twan, Spencer and Oliner. Catcher Twan is bottom of the lineup, so it's a 9-1-2.
Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby.
I'll take that any time of day, man.
Strike called there. Pitch count for both pitchers is around about the 32 to 35 mark. Since that there is going to be a 100 pitch limit this year across the Scottish leagues. One comes in low and into the dust.
That's good batting. Let's go.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Twan on a triple sixes for the season, batting so far. And count's going to go equal high, 2-2. Either fronter takes a moment, steps back out. Just a reminder to do the whole link, like, love, share, subscribe. This year we hope to have our videos and the full games augmented by shorts and clips and things. So subscribe to the page, you'll see all of those. As that's lofted up, line drive, goes deep left field, bounces into the gap, it's going into the corner. Twan passes first base, shakes his mind up, comes back again. About 20-30 feet before he turned around and went, I'm going to get cut off at second base. So there we go. Fast, hard line drive goes out into the deep left field, stays fair by maybe about 1.5 feet, 2 foot. Bounces around, I say bounces around the corner, we don't really have a corner, it just gets stuck in the grass. Rounds first and decides that I'll take the single and stay on first. Back to the top of the order now. Cameron Spencer. Run down off the drop, third strike, fouls that one high and out of bounds. So Twan there with that lead-off single. Just a little check off, keep everybody honest. Speedy legs are there, so still comes set. And that's going to bounce in the dirt and goes straight up and over the head. And with that lets Dunn takes the pass.
Time.
Sorry, Phil, what you said?
Sensible now, guys, eh?
Oh, 3882. 882.
Okay, we will have to take that one off the commentary. Now we know everybody's laptop pin code. And if you haven't, I'm not telling you which laptop it was. So Twan up into scoring position there from bounce ball in the dirt into scoring position. Down by 1, so that's a tying run up at second as that little grounder gets chopped. Still picks that one off the mound. Slow throw, it loops over to first. And that's going to be the first out. Spencer just doing an old chopper, pushes that into the ground. Still off the mound like a gazelle spawning a lion. And then taking the nice, well-timed, no pressure throw up to Silverberg at first. But in that, Twan puts himself on the third base, 90 feet away for the tying run. And golf swing for strike one there. And Evan Oliner. Tying run still at third. One runner on for the Devils. One away. There are still some options there. So that goes foul into the Devils dugout down the third base line. I'm just going to lean over. The levels still look good. Yes, Reuben is in a truck, but it's a very small truck, and we're juggling a lot of bits of paper here as well. And that one's going to go for a ball just to the outside. Counts a 1 and 2. Tying run at third, one away. Top of the third in a one-run game. And Stell pushes that one wide as well. So 2-2. Evan Oliner struck out in the first inning. And that one's pushed wide again. As we get ball 3. It's bounced against strike 2. So once more, foul out or action. Make your choice. Scoring run at third. Tying run at third. And that's going to be lofted. Flies out. Peon is going to pick that one up deep in right field. Twan's on the move. Down from third. It's going to be in time. Tying run comes over the plate. Twan reaching on that smart single out to left field. Move round. Wild pitches. And the scramble. And then sack fly from Evan Oliner brings him home. So it is 2 away. As that one goes grounder. Shortstop Miguel Del Rosario takes it up, throws it down to first base in time to get the out. So side is retired, but not before. The game is tied up. One hit gives us 1 run. None left on base. No errors charged to the Cannons, but the Devils. That very small lead has been wiped out, so we're all square once more. Middle of the third. Edinburgh Diamond Devils 1, Edinburgh Cannons 1. Welcome back to the Bobby Thompson Memorial Field. It's close, it's 1 run each. As we see Daniel Oliner carry on with the pitching for the Devils. Cannons is going to be Makarowski, Peon and Vickerman. The 9-10-1 in the order. So that one goes low and inside. And that's going to be a grounder. It's gets past an attempt blocked by third baseman Evan Oliner. And Makarowski gets himself on a base, just literally bouncing and skidding along the ground. A little bit of dampness kicking up there as well. So for those of you who are doing your scoring, average effort would, in my opinion, not reach that one. So let's give Makarowski the unofficial hit on the scorer's scorecard. And that's the go-ahead run at first base. As Guillaume Pion, right fielder, steps in now. And just let's keep you honest at first base, Philip. And that's going to hit into the backstop. Magarowski takes off, slides in a second. It's going to be in time. Twan sending over a looping throw from the catcher's glove. Not risking the overthrow. And Magarowski into scoring position there. Peon coming into this game. Triple threes for batting.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Is behind in the count. Go ahead in scoring position at second. 1-run game. Bottom of the third of a regulation 7. Fouled off high. It's going to stay in foul territory. Well, I can see it here, but I'm not an umpire. The ball was caught. Now, there's just going to be an umpire conference here. Now, from the point of view that we have here, it appeared to be an out-of-play ball. Ball certainly in foul territory, but the feet were out of bounds as well. But it was on the run. And there's no replay here. So, decision has been made that that's going to be a caught in foul territory. So, Peon. Oh, that's an interesting one. Reuben, jump on the other microphone.
So the way I heard it is, because he caught it in midair and then carried out of bounds, he carried it out of bounds
Because his feet were off the ground when he caught the ball.
So the ball is out of bounds due to the action of the defending team, and it's an advanced base.
Does it count as an error?
I would say it's a good effort on that one.
We'll check that one afterwards.
Yeah.
Thanks very much, Reuben in the truck. So that is one away from Peon with the catch in foul territory, but then taken out of bounds. We're going to have fun looking back at that one afterwards as well. That was definitely fouled out. So we're one away. The go-ahead run is 90 feet away up at third base. Magarowski. No others run as yet, and we're back to the top of the order. Jack Vickerman lets that one go underneath for a ball. And that's hefty fouled off at pace as well. Bright sunshine continues to grace the fields here. Although if those of you can look above first base, you may see some slight darkness sneaking over. It's going to be fouled off, pop up in the back territory into the crowd, who I now understand what they call ball means when we're all pouting, pouting in the air? Pointing in the air. Although, how do you pout in the air? Probably that last out of bounds throw. That's a pout in the air. 2-2. Fouled off and stays alive on the 2-2 count. Bottom of the third. Tied game, 1 run apiece. Go ahead up at third base. Magarowski, 1 out so far as the Cannons continue to bat. And that one's going to fly out, goes out into mid-left field, mid-right field. That's going to be caught, really. Throw comes in, it's going to go towards that, but it's just goes out of reach there of Jamie Gray at second. So that's the go-ahead run coming over. Right, Vickerman. Sack fly. Out to right field. But it is a run on the board. So Edinburgh Diamond Devils visiting team on 1, Edinburgh Cannons now on 2, as we have already done. Reached on a walk in the first inning. And it's a little grounder and it gets past the mound. Picked up by shortstop, goes over from Gray down to Chesniak. And that throw is in time for the third out. Little grounder goes up towards the mound. Oliner diving for that one. It goes underneath him, but coverage coming in from Gray. Over to Chesniak, and the throw is in time. Side retired. One hit in all of that. Coming into the 1 run as well. None left on base. And we're just going to check what the error count is going to be on the eye catch in midair in foul territory and send it over there. I don't think they're going to be charged with the error coming off the scoring at the moment. Welcome back to a tightly fought game. Through 3 innings, it's 1 of the Devils, 2 to the Cannons. Nip and tuck for both teams here in a classic Edinburgh derby, with 2 of the oldest Edinburgh teams still playing in the AAA. Chesniak, Olnier and Willoughby are going to be your 1, 2, 3 for the inning for the Devils. Swing and a miss. Chesniak watches that one go underneath the bat once more. Stahl still pitching. And that one's going to be high and outside. Postage stamp top corner for a penalty, but unfortunately we're playing baseball. Not in 2. Swung on foul. Let's do it again. As we've got some action in the bullpen. Devils warming up. It also looks like to be keeping Olnier in there as well. So we'll see who turns up for batting when we get to the bottom of the 4th. But for now, more fouls, more strikes, more swings. Still not in 2. Chesniak leads off top of the 4th. And that one there, line drive, bounces in front. Vickerman takes out at third base, bubbles around his feet, but gets that over to the Turner in time. Silverberg, foot in the bag, ball in the glove, and that's 1 away. A little bit, just wonder what the conditions are like out in there, because we've got some misplays going on there and some water just bouncing up out by in the front of third base. So I'm just wondering if there's some different conditions in the field, and we do have a little slope going there as well. The ball has no memory, as that's a hefty foul over towards our youth development game. So they're going to call time. Chesniak on the 5-3. Danny Olner steps in now, struck out in the 2nd. Swing and a miss going through there. As we just get a little bit of a drop of temperature. Hefty line drive, past first base, goes out into left center. Peel stops that going any further, but it's on the ground. And Molyneux decides I'm just going to hold up there at first and goes the base runner. So line drive base hit, past Silverberg at first, out towards Peon there. Molyneux reaches out there. It's the tying run now at first. As it's a long looping pitch from Stell into Willoughby. We're also watching for the Scottish two-step here. Step 1, get yourself on base. Step 2, steal second. Eyes open. Not this time, as that goes inside and low. Corner stays at first. Left fielder Nick Willoughby in for the Devils now. And there's a pick-off attempt. More to keep everybody honest than anything else. And there's no pick-off limit here in Baseball Scotland, so we can go set 2, 3, 4. And that's going to be lofted. It's going fly. It's high. It's long. It's over the fence. And it's gone for a home run. All the way round. Touch all the bases. We're just waiting to see. There's a... Because we have such a shallow fence here in Edinburgh, if it bounces just in front and goes over, that's the ground rule double. If it goes under the fence, it's a ground rule double. If it's a clean over, it's going to be a home run. Devils have already decided what they think it's going to be. Ixios Barrios is the center fielder, and Jose Gonzalez, left fielder, out there for the Cannons. And we shall see where we are. Call stands. 2 runs come home. Nick Willoughby lofts that one high, hard and long. And from the sounds of it, barely makes it over the fence. But here's the thing, barely over the fence is still over the fence. 2 runs scored. And with that, the Devils sneak themselves over into the lead. It's a 3-2 game. We'll just say also, congratulations to both teams and their captains. High pressure situation, level heads all around, letting the umpires take the conference. They are having a small discussion now with Jose Crespo, our outfield umpire. And I think they're just wanting a bit of clarity on perhaps what they should do if that happens again. I suppose there's going to be a lot of people now wondering if we can look back here on the video. It's not something we can do live. And even then, I think with the distance that we have on the camera, and the fact that our fence here, you can see through it, is going to make that almost impossible to make out. So, in the grand tradition of baseball, the umpires make the call. Depositions can be made. They have been made. And that's going to be a 3-2 game to the Devils. And I have a little chart here of moments that we might want to take out for an Instagram one later, and I think that's one of them. Okay, recap. It's 1 away for the Diamond Devils, who are now ahead by 1 run in the top of the 4th of a regulation 7. Miles Peterson drew a walk, shows a bunt there. Drew that walk in the 2nd inning. Bases have been cleared from that 2-run drop from Nick Willoughby. Comes in, but it goes outside. That's a long loop from Stahl that goes to the outside as well. So it's 3-0. Peterson has some options here. Has some space with the strikes. Relatively deep outfield. Decides to let that one go past. 3-1. Comes down. Golf swing. 3-2. Okay, so it is one away. Payoff pitch coming in here. Foul out or action. Devils are taking the lead, looking to extend. That's going to be fouled off. Sneaks just over our new slightly higher backstop. And if you think why it's so important that we mention that we have a slightly higher backstop, maybe you weren't paying attention earlier. Payoff. Swung on, foul, drop third, heads up to first. Throw comes on, it's not going to be in time, safe at first. And so we have our third strike of the game. But this time it is resulted in an on-base runner. Devils have already gone ahead, so it's the strawberries and cream at first. And a swing there, and Devon Greenshields on that one. Greenshields out on a 5-3 in the second inning. And that pickoff attempt is going to roll out of bounds. So the advance is given. Peterson into scoring position. So Stahl going for the pickoff there. Throw coming in, looked to be a touch low. And just underneath Silverberg's glove. And no wall in the outfield for the out of bounds here. So a roll out of rolling ball. He's going to head out of bounds. Any bases get awarded. So that's one out of bounds each, I believe. And runner goes from second over to third. There's a slow pitch. I don't think that's into the backstop, so I think that's an advance on Wild. Again, we can call these, we can name these, we can make our best guess where we're watching, but the situation is what we see in front of us, and that situation is that Miles Peterson has got himself around the third base, and what we believe is a drop third, then an out of bounds, then a wild. Strawberries and cream, 90 feet away from home. One away so far. And there's just the Cannons just taking a defensive meet on the mound at the moment, and I'm just wondering how their mental game is feeling after the home run call stood previously. The damp air and the cold is coming in a little bit flustered. You've heard me say it already in the game, the ball has no memory. The best way to play this game is to do your best to not have any memory and stay in the moment. It's a 1-2 count with a runner on third. The Devils are up by one, looking to extend here in the top of the fourth. And we appear to be equal high, 2-2. Slightly taken at third, but not by much. And that's going to be strike three. And two away. And that's the 6K for Stell so far. So two away, and that first pitch is a grounder, goes past. It's underneath Del Rosario, and the throw over to first is just going to bounce in the dirt in front of the bag, and that's going to bring Peterson home. And Sammy Twan there with an RBI single. It's a bit of a scramble for the Cannons. Is that a first swing in that at bat sends that one up to shortstop Del Rosario, just missing that one. And then ball scurried over to first, but slipped out of the hand, bounced around the bases. So it's an RBI base hit there. As we go back to the top of the order, Cameron Spencer. Tuan staying close to first base. Is that goes hefty inside and bounces around the laces. Hit by pitch. So, Eddie Spencer. First base running for the number one in the lineup order. Four to the Devils, two to the Cannons. Two away still so far here in the top of the fourth. Batter number 8 being faced. Strike one on Evan Oliner. Struck out in the first and a sack fly in the third. That option's not available now with 2 outs here in the fourth. And that's found the outside low corner from Stell. Runners at first and second. Comes down, that's popped up, it's going into mid-center field. It should be a comfortable catch, it is. Alexios Barrios retires the side, but not before the Devils overhaul the 1-run leads and put another 2 on themselves to give them a 2-run gap here as we go into the middle of the fourth, in the middle of the regulation 7. 1-2 hits in the inning, giving 3 runs. 2 left on base, and I don't believe there's any errors being called. And we'll get some defensive changes as we head into the bottom of the fourth. We'll come back with them to you. Edinburgh Diamond Devils 4, Edinburgh Cannons 2. Bottom of the fourth here, and it's been a back and forwards. I'm being handed the scoring app and I can't see what's going on, so it's in the lineup. And we're just going through some paperwork and changes here. The new scoring system makes it just a little bit more interesting as we go through. And we're having a pitcher change. Finally worked that one out. As we have as that one comes in high and to the outside.
Good try, eh? 2 balls, 2 strikes.
And Quinn Fair is our new batter. And that's moved Daniel Olner out to right field. That's a hefty hard swing. No contact made. Another into the glove there. Quinn Fair did come in last week and is playing with a 2.63 ERA. As that one goes high and inside, Miguel Del Rosario into bat. Barrios was first up and struck out swinging. And Del Rosario steps back on that for ball 4. We'll get Alder's final line for you at the end of the inning. Pujol also drew a walk. That was in his previous inning though. It's one away so far. Miguel Del Rosario with the walk is now at first base. Cannon's 2-run back, so it's the tying run at the plate. And that's a grounder. It goes into the gap between third and short. It's bobble at the feet. So base hit. Del Rosario gets the advance up to second. And now we're just going to keep an eye on the equipment here as we start to get a little bit of rain and dampness coming down here. So we're just going to move the equipment that we have here from dry mode to wet mode. And the game will continue. Comes down for a ball, just goes to the outside there. Quinn Fair opening up with a strikeout and a walk and a single after that. Steve Silverberg is your left-handed batter at the moment. Runners at first and second. Cannon's chasing a 2-run deficit. That's the ball, comes in low. And now we've got to the relief pitchers. And the 100 pitch count will lean heavily into that. So we'll just see what the count is like for Stell in the next, as that's a walk drawn and an inside low. And Fair loads up the bases. And again, just bear with us, as I said, while we just move everything into wet mode. So you're going to hear a little bit of crackle, I think, coming through just now. And that's hitting a just there, goes a little bit wild, but even with the short backstop here in Edinburgh, there's no real space there to call a run home. Catcher Sammy Twan on top of what's going on there. Strike called. And bear with us a moment, we'll just have a little look through and get ourselves back in the game as well. That's ball to the outside. Bases are loaded and it's a 2-run deficit that the Cannons are chasing. solid contact there from Stell. Drops in front of right field. 1 run comes home. Del Rosario's over the bag. The throw is in front of the plate. And that's 1 run scored. Deficit was 2. Deficit's now 1. Bases remain loaded. Stell with the RBI single.
1 out, guys, 1 out, 1 out.
And as you can hear from the field back there, just 1 out so far.
Time. Infield halfway. Halfway so we can get double play or home.
2 hits so far. 1 run scored.
Home. The base is loaded.
So we welcome in Jose Gonzalez in now. As that does find the outside edge. Not on 1. And with that, the sun comes back out again. Thank you very much. Gonzalez coming into this at-bat on a 250. That one goes past for equal low, 1-1. And once we move into wet mode, we stay in wet mode, so slightly less paperwork in front of me. But a factor 50 is going to be needed again as that comes very high and inside. Gonzalez having to get out the way. I think Paul Convoy umpire is just going to take some time and let everybody just calm down a touch more. It's a 2-1 count with the bases loaded. Cannon's down by 1. So tying run at third. Go ahead at second. Sugar and Cream at first. And it's going to be a 3-1. And a walk here ties the game. If you're watching us on YouTube, thank you very much. If this has been topped up for a live, then YouTube Baseball Scotland is the search term you're looking for. If you are here, your links, likes, loves, shares, subscribes, all the usual social media, very much appreciated to help us grow. You noticed, it all helps people searching for baseball in Scotland, in the United Kingdom, and anywhere that is in America. 3-1, bases loaded, 1 out. Inside, ball 4, game is tied.
Let's go! That was an easy run.
So it's a 4-4 game. Jose Gonzalez getting the body out the way, and the walk is taken. So, game's tied, 1 away. 4 runs apiece, bases loaded, 1 out, bottom of the 4th. Swing and a miss there, strike 1 on Philip Makarowski. Just a moment of time taken. And struck out. 2 away. And we go to number 10 in the lineup. Said before, you can bat with 9 or 10 here in Baseball Scotland. And that's the playing 10. That's the Cannons, PMPO. An interesting fly out into foul territory that was then carried out of bounds. Bases loaded, 2 away. Inside high, ball 1. Gonna have a fun one counting this one back at the end of the inning. Runners at first, and second, and third, 2 away. Tied game, bottom of the 4th. And that's inside, and it bounces out of play from the wild pitch. So, an out of bounds. 90 feet, 90 feet, 90 feet, and a run home. Cannons put themselves in the lead, 5-4 overall with that.
Take it easy. You got 3-0. 3 balls. No strikes.
So, first base is open. Runners at second and third. 3 runs on the board in the inning for the Cannons to go back into the lead. Strike thrown there from Fair. Garrett Stout at third base. Jose Gonzalez up at second for the Cannons. And so for the first time in the game, all the lights are on. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners in second and third. Cannons looking to extend the lead. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, side retired. A scrappy inning for the Devils defense. The Cannons will be quite happy on that one. They went into that inning 2 runs down. They come out of that inning 1 run up. 2 hits in the innings, leading to the 3 runs. And 2 left on base into the bargain. So we'll play regulation 7 here. We're going to go into the 5th. The Devils are going to be chasing a 1-run lead to the Cannons here at the Bobby Thompson Memorial Field. The 1, 2, 3. Coming up in the next inning is going to be Gray, Zasniak, and Allner. Welcome back. It's a tight swings and roundabouts game here in Edinburgh. Diamond Devils are the designated away team for the derby, and they're currently sitting on 4 runs. Edinburgh Cannons are the home, and they're sitting on 5. Cannons have managed to get the Devils to go into their bullpen in the previous innings. Young pitch count limit here, as we said before, it's 100. Still under that pitch count. So he is back in for the 5th. Went through 5 innings last week as well at Glasgow. We'll see how far into the 5th he goes now. And that's a grounder that comes off Jamie Gray, goes up to third base over the diamonds in time, so 1 away. Jamie Gray swinging on the first pitch. Little fast grounder up to Jack Vickerman at third, over to Steve Silverberg at first. Bang, bang, 1 away. Buddy Schneznia. Those ground out on both times. His appearance of one of those was on a drop third. Mutter with the microphone away from my mouth. Not telling you what it was. But I'll have a 99, please. Buddy Zasniak in now. Jamie Gray retired on 5-3 to start off the inning here. Strike called. You just might have heard there in the background. Snell's on 81 pitches out of a maximum 100. Szczesniak swings there.
out. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Stop on it.
Knock, knock, knock on the door. Something's going to happen. Foul out or action. Styles payoff pitch. Goes wide to the outside.
Double play here, guys. Help 'em out.
So it's a walk up to first. Buddy Zesniak, first on the base of the game for our delightfully fun surname that commentators love to come over. Buddy. And steal is on. Zesniak goes from first to second. Well, pitch comes low. Bounces in the ground. So that's a successful into scoring position. And Szczesniak, he is the tying run. So in scoring position is David Holliner. Watches that one go by.
Yeah, Jack, look alive over there, buddy.
Holliner 1 for 2 in the game so far. And a pick of a tap pocket, second base. Still snapping round on that one, but not in time. Keeps everybody honest. Tying run at second. Go ahead receives at home.
Here we go, Dan. Here we go, baby. Yeah, let me go.
Holliner watches that one go past for another strike.
Balls on stick.
Solid hit there. Goes on the ground towards right center field. So we're going to get runners on the corners, and there's going to be a throw to home that it's going to allow Holliner up to second. Wisniak was already camped out at third and not going any further on that one, but preventing the tying run coming in. That is a bit of a success. Ends up with runners at first and second. We'll just wait to see if the credit goes for a single or a double from our official scorer. Positionally though, 1 out, runners at second and third. Tying run is at third. And it's going to be a single and on the throw for that last hit as that goes wild in the dirt and towards the backstop. But it's kept inside the field of play and everybody's going to stay at the bases. So yeah, Holliner credited with a single on that previous play. So it's regulation 7. Both teams staying in touch with each other. Looks to be a ball. Still. Will be heading into the 90s with his pitch count. Now, if he does go over 100, he finishes the at-bat that he's on. And that's going to be a ball low. First base is open. We're on a 2-1 count with 1 away. And the stance, just a little bit of a bunt hinted at there. As that loops and doesn't drop into the zone. Nick Willoughby now on a 3-1 count, of course, dropped the 2-run home run in the 4th. First base remains open, 1 away. Ball 4. And just as we saw in the bottom of the 4th, constant pressure loads up the bases. Bases are loaded now for the Devils with 1 away. They're in the same situation that the Cannons were in the previous innings. And that's the Cannons put up 3 in that inning from their bases loaded situation. Devils have a tying run at third, have the go ahead at second, and the Strawberries and Cream at first. Miles Peterson is going to be at bat. That is a hit by pitch and a reaching on a dropped third strike. Peterson coming in with a 400 into this at bat. And Snell's pitch count will be drifting up. Opened up the inning on 80. It's at 92 now. And throws that fastball inside. Peterson practicing his limbo there. 1-0. Inside low corner. Count goes equal low. 1-1. Devils with the bases loaded and 1 out. Time called as our youth team, the Edinburgh Giants, return a favour from previously and gets a foul ball into our outfield. Comes inside as well.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Now a walk here will tie the game up. Not there, drops into the zone. Sinks in low. Clips the zone. So, foul out or action. And with bases loaded, action will likely tie the game. Payoff. Broken bat. Out the hand. Rolls down. It's picked up at first base. There's the tying run. Comes over the plate. It is going to be a base hit. There's going to be a throw back to third, but it's not going to be in time. Now, yep, broken bat. So broken bat there with a hit. Heads at that one, slowing off course. But it was a scramble, and Peterson gets himself on base. RBI there as well. Szczesniak comes in for the tying run. Bases remain loaded with 1 away. So, Snell will likely go past his pitch count in this at-bat. And it's a pitcher as he faces Quinn Fair. And comes in outside. Takes his own though. Called strike, bases loaded. Still 1 away. And swings and roundabouts continues. We're now in a tied game. And solid grounder goes up towards first base. Silverberg picks it up. He's going to do the throw home. And it not only does it get past the catcher Rory Dunn, it gets thrown out of bounds as well. And at the out of bounds throw, Willoughby already past third base. So he's awarded 90 feet, and that takes him over as well. And with that, it's a 2-run lead for the Devils. Ulmer is getting past there. Quinn Fair is just waiting. Quinn Fair run out on an unassist from Steve Silverberg. Looks to be the second out. We're just going to wait for the official scoring, and we will bring you back up to date that one. So Quinn Ferry is going to be credited as a reaching on error from the official score. All their scores. So that's 1 run on, and then wild throw. Goes back. So Silverberg didn't put the foot on the bank, so Quinn Ferry is going to be a fielder's choice then. And just stepped away to the side, and we're just letting everybody sort of gather in field. Stell has passed his pitch count limit on that one. So Willoughby is going to be to third on the play, and then comes home on the out of bounds. And Peterson appears to have made it around to third base on the, he would have on the out of bounds. And Quinn Fair is awarded second on the out of bounds as well. So situationally, we have runners at second and third with 1 away for the Edinburgh Diamond Devils. They've put another 3 on the board to take it to a 7-5 game. And he did take a 2-run lead in the top of the 4th before the Cannons clawed back, and then the Cannons overtook, then the Devils clawed back, and then the Devils overtook as well. So coming into pitch is we have a little bit of shuffling going around now. Garrett Stell is going to head out to the outfield. And we'll just wait to get confirmation how much of a shuffle we're going to get in the outfield. Nadiso Barrios is going to be your new pitcher. And I will get Garrett Stell's full line for you as well. So, just check that, but it is a straight swap.
If you check the game afterwards, there might be some slight. I don't know. It says it takes us on 101 pitches. Batter up. That's fine. That's fine. No problem. We get that. We get that.
Okay, so we're underway once more. Sammy Twan is going to be batting for the Diamond Devils. He's in a 2-for-2 game so far. In the 9 spot in the lineup. First base is open. Runners at second and third. There's Barrios' first pitch. Goes inside and high. Devils 2 runs up, with 2 in scoring position. Top of the 5th of a regulation 7. And I've got to be honest with you all watching out there, we're watching all our battery meters here as well, very, very carefully. And that's another inside round the belt buckle. So that's inside and low. First base remains open with the 1 away. That's going to be a hefty swing and a miss on that one there. He's got the space to do so. Time called. One away. And foul back into the fence. It's got runners at first and second. Peterson at, second and third. Peterson at third. Quinn Fair at second after getting on base in a fielder's choice. Sammy Twan into bat just now. And that comes in high, and Twan swings, doesn't make contact there. Barrios makes a bit of vertical play, doing nicely there. So 2 away. And we'll go back to the top of the order now. Cameron Spencer. Spencer with strikeout, ground out. He had a walk previously. Although I can't read my writing, that might be a hit bind rather than a base on balls. As with most things though, positioning where you are, more important than how you get there sometimes. And that's going to be lofted, it's fly ball, it's going into center left field, it's going to be a catch on the run successfully by Jose Gonzalez, and the side is retired. But that is a big inning after a big bottom of the 4th for the Edinburgh Cannons. The Edinburgh Diamond Devils have replied in style, putting another 3 runs onto the board there, coming off just the 1 hit. We'll check that with Peterson's back there. So 3 runs on the board there, 2 left on base. And now with that, we go to a 7-5 game in favour of the Devils. We now go into defence in the bottom of the 5th as the designated home team of the Edinburgh Cannons need to gather themselves up. Both teams enter the relief pitchers. No team ever more than 2 runs ahead of the other. And we play a regulation 7. Ewan Spence here, Reuben Hustler in the truck. And we're just going to take a short break, catch up the paperwork, and see you shortly. Bottom of the 5th. And it's a straight grounder, goes past the man, goes past second, goes into shallow center field, and that's going to be a base hit to lead off. Jack Vickerman gets underway, an inning where the Cannons finished the bottom of the 4th, 1 run up. They're now 2 runs back, and their leadoff man is on base. Already done in now. Reach on walk and a ground out so far. Here's the go-ahead run. As Quinn Fair brings that one outside and low. Vickerman has got speed. And with Fair's back to him. And that's the option to onside him. But that pitch comes in for a ball high. 2-1 from a home plate umpire. Paul Convoy, the Crespo in the outfield. And that's going to be swing on a low pitch. Count goes equal high, 2-2. Vickerman remains on first. Bottom of the 5th, 7-5. That's going to be strike 3 in the outside low corner. Third strikeout for Fair. And now we have what is now our new pitcher. It's relief pitcher, RP. I'm sorry, we don't do RP in this game. We're from Scotland. Check swing. Gets the ball. 1-0. I can't think if we have any American listeners, are they going to get the RP joke? They're not going to get the RP joke, are they? There you go. You've got some homework. I'll give you a clue. Dimbleby. Yeah, BBC. Oh no, I was going to go for an obscure clue first, Reuben. Now he said I should give you the clue BBC. Just it's received pronunciation, something which I have never ever been able to master. One away, runner at first. Cannons chasing a 2-run deficit. Devils pitch. And the pitch is high. Barrios ground into a double play and a strikeout so far into the game. Quite harsh 3-0. Bunt shown. And just lazily pulls that back and the walk is drawn. Just wondering, Reuben, who has our stats database, is that the slowest withdrawal of a bunt we've seen this season? Miguel Del Rosario in now. Strikeout and walk on the card so far for the day. Runners at first and second, tying at first. Del Rosario is the go-ahead. Outside low, but misses the corner. So we're very now in a part of the game where nerves, focus and concentration are going to figure higher. Everybody loses half a yard of speed. The limbs are a little bit heavier. The throws are a little bit more scattershot. And this is where the games last week may have an interesting impact. That 21 blowout for the Devils against the Rays certainly gave them the confidence, but the 6-2 game that the Cannons played against Glasgow Baseball going to give them more opportunities just to dig deep and just find out where their reserves are. How both teams handle this now is going to determine where this game goes. Right now, Devils 7, Cannons 5. And ball 4 is drawn. And once more we see bases loaded with one away. Rosario is the go-ahead, now at first base. Bickerman cuts the deficit at third. Barrios is the tying at second. And Del Rosario is the go-ahead. Alex Piols, a walk and a single. Steps in now as catcher. Are we going for a pitching change from the Devils? And do you think we're doing pitcher change and some defensive changes going on? And we will get those over to you
That's a lot better.
just as soon as we can.
Exactly, yeah, exactly. Sorry, I apologize for my...
So we'll just see who is coming in now. Cole Fair is on the bench and warming up, so I think we're going to have Cole Fair coming in. Cole Fair is coming in for Quinn Fair. And we'll just do the old-fashioned write this down on a bit of paper and copy it over to the scorecard in a second. So Nick Willoughby is going into pitch.
It was an injury. No, it was an injury, I'm sorry. Yeah, the
Our pitcher Quinn Fair is
Quinn was telling me that he's
Reuben, the sirens are coming if you don't get this right.
I still have some decency.
Well, somebody's got to come off the field. Give us a second, folks.
Infield comes in. Infield. Jamie.
Substitution got done the wrong way round at that point. So, do you want to change it? Final in Glasgow was 68.
Fresh? Is okay? Good. Your arm's okay?
He said that, and I was like,
Alright, do you want me to just go?
it's not even that. I would say, I would say, I could have gone like, I can't guarantee.
Welcome back. We got the paperwork sorted out. Off microphone. So, you have a new pitcher coming in. Nick Willoughby is going to be coming into the mound, and Quinn Fair is going to step aside. Nick Willoughby is going to be coming in from left field, so going out into left field is a substitution, Cole Fair. So, across the top, your left, center, right, it's going to be Cole Fair, Miles Peterson, and Daniel Holliner. Cameron Spencer remains your shortstop. And your 3-2-1, Ted Rogers, Evan Oliner, Jamie Gray, Buddy Schnezniak, 3-2-1. So Schnezniak at first, Gray at second, and Oliner at third. So your infield remains steady. Sammy Twan will stay as catcher, and Nick Willoughby is your new pitcher. Bottom of the fifth here. Devils put up 3 in the top. Take them to 7 runs. Cannons, 2 runs back on the 5 runs, but they do have bases loaded.
Take 2 more, yeah.
You hear that from our field, like 2 more pitches. So bases are loaded, which puts the tying run at second. Go ahead at third. Go ahead at first. Everybody run the bases backward. Let's try that again. Jack Rickerman is at third and is the cut the deficit. Indicio Barrios is your tying run at second, and Miguel Del Rosario is your go ahead first. Coming in the bat is Alex Priols, a walk and a single. Your new pitcher is Nick Willoughby. Opens up outside low. And that's a swing on an inside low. So we'll take a 1-1 there. Sun comes back out. Oh, I think the temperature in this game needs any extra help.
Foul. Yeah. Foul ball.
And Peel's just
Time, Boo. Time.
happily standing there and saying that it was the foul ball. Hits the bat and ricochets in the backstop, and a little bit of shock running through into the wrist as well, down the body of the bat. Full time called. And steps back in from the left-hand side of the box. Base is still loaded, 1 away. And that comes on, bounces off the catcher's helmet and into the backstop, but the Edinburgh backstop is relatively close to home. You're playing there with an 80-foot backstop on a full field, then you would be in a little bit of a problem. Count is equal high, bases loaded, 1 away. Cannons at bat, chasing a 2-run lead deficit. Devils up by 2, looking to defend it. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 away. So Barrios playing a little bit out of second base to distract, but pitcher and catcher are zoned in. Harrell comes down for strike 3, bottom of the zone center, 2 away. Nick Willoughby, who took the win last week, takes his first strikeout, 2 away. Looking to pitch out of a jam and retain the lead. Sends that for a ball to the outside. Steve Silverberg into bat for the Cannons. Double and a walk so far. There's an RBI double in the first. Does that check swing? Ewan. So count goes equal low, 1-1.
There you go, Jack. Another step or 2. You got to beat Evan to the bag, and look how slow he is. That's your distance, man.
Very done from the dugout. A bit of coaching advice coming in. Is that?
There we go. Hey, one more.
And that's going to be called a low strike. 1 and 2. 2 away, bases loaded. Willoughby with little margin for error here. Shakes off 1. Decides in the second. And that's low and in the dirt. Count goes equal high. We talked about margin for error. Make that just a little bit narrower now. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bases loaded, 2 away. Comes in fast into the outside low for a ball. Well, not only are all the lights are on, but everybody's holding up a sign saying 7,000 RPM plus. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases loaded. Cannons at bat chasing a 2-run deficit. Payoff. It's the walk. The deficit's cut by half. Walk there, sends Silverberg up to first. Del Rosario to second, Marios to third. Jack Vickerman brings himself home. 7-5 becomes 7-6. So we're back again. The bases are loaded. 2 outs. But now the margin is 1 run. Swing and a miss from Garrett Stell. Previous pitchers moved out to center field to stay in the batting order. Not 1. Every inning you feel is a must win, but innings here where we're sharing bases loaded, 1 outs and 2 outs. Well, baseball gets the heart racing. Strike 2 for a not 2 count. We're here in the box, we're measuring the margins. Willoughby just wants to get the strike, wants to retire the side, keep the lead for the Devils. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Willoughby gets what's needed. The deficit was 2, it's cut by 1, but the Devils retain the lead in a classic Edinburgh derby. Thank you very much for joining us to watch this on YouTube. Don't know how many times you're going to be watching this one back over the season, but it's 7 to the Diamond Devils, 6 to the Cannons. And we're heading into the top of the 6th in a regulation 7. And if we need 8, we'll do 8. And if we need 9, we'll do 9. And if we do 10, then we'll do bad light stops play more than likely. What is it going to be? Stay with us. Himself, Ewan, Spence, Reuben, Hustler. And top of the 6th coming up.
Meet the order. I was like, when I give you the sign, I was like,
5 innings played, 2 to go, 7-6 game. Diamond Devils 1 run up, and they are stepping in now. And this is all about pressure, giving and taking. As we go through 1, 2, 3 for this inning. Evan Olner. Strikeout, fly out. In fact, fly previously sends that one high and into the outfield. Caught on the run from Garrett Stell. Going for the distance, but falling just a little bit short. So that's one away. Canada's defense will be wanting to move through the 1-2-3 in a 1-2-3. As that goes speedy inside from Barrios pitching towards James Gray. Jamie Gray, not for 3 in the game so far. Just that one in for a strike. And that one's high and inside for another ball. 3-1. One comes in. Call 4. Jamie Gray reaches base on the walk for his first base running experience of the game. Manny Shneshniak in now. Ground out on drop third, ground out. And a walk, pick-off attempt over at first. The how's that call goes up, or the baseball equivalent. But called safe by our outfield umpire, Jorge Crespo. Runner goes. Long throw from the catcher comes up towards second. It's a little bit off target. There's a scramble with the ball on the ground, but the hand was on the bag. So the Diamond Devils panic over there. Captain Rory Dunn throwing that one slightly to the left of the bag. And as the tag attempted, the ball bobbled. And then things happened. And Jimmy Gray called safe at second. Stolen base through there. Attempt up at second there, and that was a fake out from the outfield that the ball got past them. And quick calls of stay, stay, stay. Hold on. Stay, stay, stay. That's a Taylor. Have I just stuck in a Taylor Swift lyric? I think I have. Fouled off high and over the backstop. That's going towards what appears to be a Toyota. Nope. It's all right, Reuben. Your car's fine. Yours isn't the Toyota. Not to count, I believe. In all the scrambles. It's going to come in high inside.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Good stuff, buddy.
And the outfield for the Cannons is playing deep on this one. As it's a tiny grounder that goes towards shortstop. Del Rosario waits to get that. Throws over to Silverberg. Is going to look to catch that one. Throws it over to third as Gray tries to scramble for the extra base. Dives in for that one. Called safe at third. And just looking over at Chesniak. Looks like he thinks he's outpaced the ball. He's just asking for confirmation that he's safe at first. I think that is a called out at first. Couple of questions there. So Buddy Chesniak is going to be a called out at first. A little tiny bubble up to the shortstop. There's a 6-3. Jamie Gray gets hearts a pounding again. After an awkward slide in a second, there's an awkward in the third. But Strawberries and Cream 1 run to 2 run. He's now at third base. Daniel Olner. 2 for 3 games so far. Lets that one go for the ball. Runner at third, 2 away. Devils at bat with a 1-run lead. And that's a hefty high and long. It's going to go straight into the glove of Guillaume Pion out there at the right field fence. Side retired. That 1-run lead. Devils not able to extend. Cannons able to defend. No runs coming off, no hits. 1 left on base.
I think that was safer, but I get it.
Now the Devils through the top of the 6th. Not able to build on their lead. It stays 7-6 as the Cannons prepare to take the field again.
I'll take that one. I'll say he's out.
www.baseballscotland.co.uk if you want to take part and join in. Players of all skill welcome. You have development leagues, single A and a triple A. Options for volunteers, umpires, scorers. There's 2 mics in this commentary booth. You can join in with that as well. All of that training given. Or you can just come along, do some scoring and enjoy the games. Tom Waddle Field up in Tayport, Tollcross Park in Glasgow, and Warriston Park for the Bobby Thompson Memorial Field here in Edinburgh. 10:30 for the single A games, 2 p.m. for the triple A games. Fixtures, scores up on the website. Your YouTube link, like, loves, shares, and subscribes are always welcome as we seek to promote baseball in Scotland, the UK, and what we get up to here around the world. One last warm-up pitch taken there. Nick Willoughby is going to be staying in to pitch for the Devils. Sammy Twan down as the catcher. Reminder that we've got Cole Fair, Miles Peterson, and Daniel Olliner are now your left, centre, right in the outfield. 1, 2, 3 for the Cannons is going to be Gonzalez, Makarowski, and Pio. Gonzalez, strikeout, swinging, and a walk so far. Sammy Twan turns into a Boy Scout and practices knots. Do have another game going on today in the AAA. And we will just see if we have a final score there for you. So over at Tollcross as the Edinburgh Angels take on Glasgow Baseball. And we have a final score there over 5 innings, and the win there goes to Glasgow Baseball. Single games took place earlier today. We'll come back to those shortly. As it's a low strike one thrown by Nick Willoughby towards Jose Gonzalez. So Cannons are chasing the Devils' 1-run lead. Tying run at the plate now. Comes in inside for another ball. Two and one. Outside. Called strike. Okay, goes equal high. 2 and 2. Sun comes out. Shadow's starting to have the definite edge on them. Drops out of the zone. 3 and 2. Full count. Payoff. Comes inside fast. It is going to be a walk up to first base.
No, I know. Remember, I got family.
And if you want to know the pitch location on that one, I think the microphone might have told you everything you need to know. Not that we are monetized yet, but that probably would have demonetized us if we had any more descriptions. So that's one interesting location for the Cannons and one interesting location for the Devils down below. Gonzalez up at first. Makarowski sees strike one, go outside low, and drifting into the zone. It's going to be a walk award to Gonzalez. Slow, off speed. Drifts to the outside for a ball. And that's the outside corner again. Willoughby's got himself zeroed in. And as the jack pickoff attempt over to first base. It's not in time, but that is going to keep Gonzalez close. Swing and a miss on strike three. Makarowski takes himself to 1-3. Third strikeout for Willoughby. P on now. 0 for 2 in today's game. Swings there on a low pitch. Tying run remains at first base. Gonzalez up there on a walk. Anchored in there since then. Strike two, calls in that outside low corner again from Willoughby. Facing third base, back turn to first. Blind Swan to see the pickoff, and he sees that there. It's over. It's a risky one, remember, because any of those get past, they go out of bounds, and the base is going to be awarded here. But a conference between Willoughby and Chesniak at first. Swing and a miss, strike three. And I do know that Buddy and his wife enjoy watching back these games on YouTube at night as I attempt their surname and they giggle every single time. So thank you very much for your YouTube views. 2 away, runner at first. That's the tying run at first. Back to the top of the order though, Jack Fickerman. Strikeout, sack fly and single. But it's that. And again Willoughby. Taking that to the outside. Not on one. Runner goes, first to second. Twan is going to make the throw. It loops over, it's not going to be in time. So, tying run to scoring position. Gonzalez to second. So, top. And that's hit smartly. It's going over to pick first base. It's going to be a U3 there for the third out of the inning. We've played through 6 of the regulation 7. And the Devils are maintaining their 1-run lead. And that is going to have to stay steady. Keep the confidence. Keep the belief. We're going to be back for a decisive 7th inning with you shortly. Did mention we had some single A game results coming through. Let's quickly bring those to you just now. Glasgow Comets 12, Glasgow Galaxy 7, played over there at Toll Cross. And the Glasgow Eclipse, who are playing the Edinburgh Knights at this field earlier today. That's the Eclipse 9 and the Knights 12. Take a brief moment here to gather ourselves, wet the whistles, put another log in the fire. It's 1 run in it, 1 inning in it. It's week 2. It's never too early to start dominating your local rivals.
My favorite human right now, Paul. Let's go.
It's such a good game so far.
Top of the 7th. How's your glasses? How's your heart? How's the adrenaline? This is baseball, Scottish style. 1 run in it. The visitors, Edinburgh Diamond Devils 7. The home team, Edinburgh Cannons 6. Devils playing in black, Cannons playing in white. And first blood on the 7th goes the way of the Cannons. Strike called. Nick Willoughby, Miles Peterson, and Cole Finer there. Willoughby's going to hit that one smartly, but it's heading towards the foul tree. It's going to be nodding to you. Keep a close eye. Willoughby comes back in, got himself. So we do have relief versus relief. This time though, with Willoughby batting, Barrios pitching. Swing and a miss, strike 3, it's dropped. Comes down, pitcher takes that up, and Barrios throws that over to Silverberg at first base for the first out.
Go, Miles. Go, baby.
Big Willoughby. Just going to have to go through the stats that we've had on drop thirds. We've had a fair number of them in this game. So 1 away. Miles Peterson watches that one in the dirt and lets the Devils and himself go 1-0 in the count. So 2 outs left for the Devils in regulation to extend their lead. That comes in wide at the belt, inside. 2-0. Wasn't inside at the belt. A bit too much adrenaline in the commentary booth. And that's the grounder, goes up, picked up, shorts to Miguel Del Rosario, bounces round his feet, does not manage to keep a hold of the ball, so that is going to be an on base. It's going to be a reach and a fielding error. But at this point in the game, while the stat is nice, the position is more important. It's the strawberries and cream. Go ahead by 2 now at first base. Cole Fine, check swing. That's the strike 1 coming through. Runner at first, 2 outs left.
Let's go now. I hit dingers.
And Cole Fair drives that one along the ground foul, the third base line. Two hefty swings there, looking to put the speed into it. 2 outs left in regulation for the Devils. 1 run up. Cannon's pitching to keep the lead as close as Devils have at 1. It's going to be a wild pitch, so that's going to be up into scoring position for Miles Peterson.
Cole, did I click you? No. No, you good. I gave it to Adam.
Ball, 2 strikes.
1 and 2 on the count.
You got to score, Miles.
Arios pitching in for ball 2. Equal high. Runner at second. 1 away. The sun comes out. And that's going to be a little infield pop-up. It's going to go into Barrios' glove as he just steps to the mound. Strikeout on 1, catches a pop-up on the other. Barrios keeping himself smart around his own mound.
It was in the pitching change in the last inning.
No question on the paperwork going over there, but we'll stay in the situation. Devils up by 1 with a scoring position with the runner at second. But 2 away, 1 out left in regulation. Strike 1 thrown. Sammy Tuan. So it's the 4th time through the order. Tuan coming in at number 9. 2 for 3 game. That comes in for a ball. Cameron Spencer on deck. Looking to get his chance. It's going to be popped up high. As they would say in the other parts, that's going to come down with snow on it into the glove of Miguel Del Rosario, side retired. And with the last 3 outs of regulation, Devils not able to extend their lead. So I think I can get away with the phrase, it's squeaky bum time. 1 run in it as we go into the bottom of the 7th. We're going to stay with the broadcast all the way through here. 3 outs. The Cannons can walk it off. It won't take much. The Devils protecting a 1-run lead. The battery levels on the laptop and the broadcast kit is at what, Reuben? 17%. We might be okay. We might be okay. And if not, we have a backup plan. It's not semaphore, Reuben. It's AM radio, but it's, don't worry. You're watching this on YouTube. We've got a solution. We worked it out. We know what the result is from the editing studio, but we do not know what the result is here live at the Bobby Thompson Memorial Field. We thank everybody who's come down to watch the game. We thank the teams. We thank the umpires. We thank you for watching. And we thank baseball for giving us such an exciting Edinburgh derby here in week 2 of the 2026 season of the Scottish National Baseball League AAA. Nick Willoughby in to pitch once more. Sammy Tuan remain catching. No other defensive changes. Owner Gray Chesniak 3-2-1 in the middle. Cameron Spencer at short. Cole Fair is out left field. Miles Peterson center. Daniel Olner at right field. Your 1, 2, 3 for the Edinburgh Cannons. We're going to start off with Captain Rory Dunn. Former Captain Rory Dunn, actually. He's passed it on. Steve Silverberg's got the armband on now. But the depth, knowledge of the game. Watches strike 1 go past him. Comes down to that outside low corner as well for the next strike. Very done, drew a walk in the first. Ground out and strike out after that. Here in the bottom of the 7th, he's the tying run. Comes in there, high and inside, 1 and 2. Talk about a game like this, and it is about pressure, man, and mind management as much as the leather and the speed and the arc. It's going to be called ball there, slightly up. Count goes equal high. Cannon's lead-off runner. Lead-off batter, looking to be the lead-off runner, not making it. That's going to be called strike 3.
No, that was a ball. That was.
And 2 outs left in regulation. 5th K for Nick Willoughby after coming on midway through the 5th. Pitcher time. Ediso Barrios ground into a double play. Strikeout. Walk. Not for 2 game. Willoughby brings that one down. Devils, infield, outfield, staying focused. Willoughby off speed. Brings that into his favorite outside and low corner. And that one's going to go slightly further away than he wanted it to, so that's going to be a ball.
You're right there, Eddie. You're right there, Eddie. Here we go, buddy.
Encouragement coming from the benches. There's a quiet over the field as well. Ball 3, 1 strike.
Right here, buddy.
Barrios drew a walk in the 5th. 2 outs left in the game if the Devils can hold a 1-run lead. But ball 4 puts the tying run onto first base. Miguel Del Rosario is the go-ahead run. Del Rosario with a strikeout, a walk, and a walk so far. So, runner at first. That's the tying run. And that's going to be a wild pitch. It's going to be thrown up and the steal attempt goes on. Slightly off target from Tuan. With a bit of pace on it. So that is going to be Barrios in a scoring position. It's the grind now. It's the digging in deep. As that goes inside low. Now Rosario is the go-ahead. Runner goes from second to third. Steelers on it. It's going to be a swing and a miss, but the tying run gets to third and is 90 feet away. Time call. 1 out so far in the inning. Devils on the defense. 7 runs. Cannons chasing. And there's a little grounder goes up. It's a dive from the third baseman. It's going to be thrown over. 1 run goes over. Game is tied. Well, then it takes the time to get that over the diamond. And I don't think that's going to be made in time as well. That's going to be an RBI base hit. Del Rosario delivering the cheers. Barrios delivering the tying run. So the Devils are going to have to pitch for extra innings. And there's a high and hard. It's going out into the right field, and it's dropped. It's out the glove. So it's going to be up to second base there. That was a tag up having to be made at first as the ball bubbled out, and a sprint up to second. Del Rosario gets that to second base before the ball gets there. That's going to be a reach on error for Pujols. All the Cannons will care about though is they've got Pujols in first. Steve Silverberg just keeping an eye as everything, check the laces and everything else. Up in second base. So Del Rosario is the winning run. Tied game, 7 runs apiece. 1 out so far for the Cannons. Silverberg, he's gone yard a couple of times last year. Sits back on that one. Just to make things interesting, he's batting left-handed as well. Close nip and tuck game, back and forward all the way through. And 7 runs apiece in the 7th. Silverberg watches another ball go past. Garrett Stell is behind him. On deck. And there's going to be a grounder, bounces up, goes towards second base. It's going to be picked up and dropped again by Jamie Gray. Goes past him, he goes in the outfield. Tying run's coming home. Tying run is already past. It's the go-ahead run and it's on the plate. It's over the plate. And that's the walk-off. Edinburgh Cannons find the runs they needed in the bottom of the 7th to overhaul the Edinburgh Diamond Devils, whose final score is going to be an 8-7 game. For a grounder that went up towards Jamie Gray at short, took a wicked bounce on the ground and went underneath. And with that, Daniel Olner, Miles Peterson coming in from the outfield to offer backup. But the chase was on. And Del Rosario is well ahead of the ball. The throw coming in to chase him into home plate. Oh, Del Rosario comfortably made that in time. The jump to put the foot on the bag. And then a hop right into his waiting teammates as this classic Edinburgh derby comes to a close. And both teams in with a chance to win. Both teams showing errors, both teams showing grit along the way as well, in a game that went one way and the other and back again and back after that. You want to know what baseball is like in Scotland? You've just seen the sort of action and excitement that we can deliver here. Tying run comes over first. Ediso Barrios in the bottom of the 7th. Del Rosario after that. Definitely the go-ahead, definitely the walk-off, and manages that nicely. Get Miggy. So we're going to do our best now just to get that walk-off coming in. We'll send Reuben into the huddle to try and get ourselves an interview. Going to have Miguel Del Rosario come round and join us. Joining us now here on our post-match interview, Miguel Del Rosario. You dream of moments like that, getting the walk-off, getting yourself over the bag. We've just managed to get you on mic afterwards, so let's do the standard embarrassing weird question. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling tired, but great. It was just so good. We never give up, so that's the main thing, and we just keep pushing. It was great. Super.
You went into the bottom of the 7th as team 1 run back. How do you keep the focus during that inning when so much interesting action is going on both sides?
Well, we know we good defensively, and then when we were coming to bat, we said we got one and the inning before, and then we said we just need one to tie and now one to win it. And then we just focus in there and just pass to the next guy, and it was great. We got the speed as well. We Alessio in the third base, so we knew he can make it, so it was great.
Your
Did you at any point feel maybe I should hold up at third? Were you always going to send yourself down?
I was coming home. I was coming home because I saw the ball back there and I thought I'm coming home. I was going to come in anyway. So
What is it like? I mean, you had a solid game against Glasgow last week, but you've now had your local rivals. You've now been nip and tuck all the way. What do you take away from that as a player?
as a player, they were talking quite a lot, so we were a bit like all in. And Glasgow was a good game because they're solid because the two team together. So we knew we were gonna have a fight with this guy, so we came ready, and we weren't gonna give up at any time. So we just pushed through it, and there you are.
What do you take away from this for next week?
Well, that gave us a lot of confidence because we were quite low because a lot of people's on holiday, but we came here to push and a lot of confidence.
Miguel Del Rosario.
Right.
Sunday, we've got to use your big name just now.
Right.
Thanks
Thank you very much.
The rest of the team is over there. We can't afford dunking you in any Gatorade, so let's just pretend we've poured something over. That's how we do things here. Why waste the drink? And we'll be back next week with more games. I believe we're heading over to Glasgow, where we are going to have the new Glasgow Baseball AAA team, and we welcome the Edinburgh Rays up from the North East Baseball League, and it's going to be the first time we're going to get them on camera here for Baseball Scotland. I'm Ewan Spence. Reuben Hustler is behind the phone, behind the mic, pressing all the buttons. We might even have had somebody come in to do some volunteering as well and helping us out on the tech things. You can do that as well. baseballscotland.co.uk. Get in touch with us. Lots of things you can be doing, but here's the main thing. We play baseball every weekend. HG back.